Um, there we go. Hi everyone, Grayson here, and that was a little weird. But yeah, here we are. Time to do this. So this will be split up into two sections.
Who knows why we fought so hard to defend our own trash?
We got the section that's going to be going on right now, and then after I will be doing the score attack. I love doing that. Ah, yes, Mount Zand. Okay. Jumping right into Mount Zand.
Can't rightly call Mount Zand a mountain anymore.
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna quickly, move something over. Just quickly moving this right here. You're not in the right spot. Now you're in the right spot. There we go. Alright.
There's no more mountains now. There's no place left for the beasts of the wild to go. So they figure they'll hold out right here, on a slab of mountain the Calamity forgot.
Mm-hmm.
Even if the beasts of the wilds won't like it.
Come on. It's that pecker I wanted to get.
We only found that little lair because they found themselves a little shard.
Mm-hmm. I don't really need to get the, I don't really need to get the anymore. I just...
The creatures of the wild, they've been building a bastion of their own. But they ain't yet prepared for any company.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure.
Best thing we can do for those beasts right now is put them down quick and clean. Besides, we have to take back what's ours. What the city left behind, those beasts took for themselves.
I was
Takes
not...
a lot of convincing, and our mortars have to do the talking.
There we go.
Look at it this way. It's either them or us. But if we win, they win too. Our bastion is everybody's gain, not just ours. Unfortunately,
Slowly
there's
making my
no
way up.
explaining that to a simple beast.
Slowly but surely, I'm making my way.
Those beasts been hard at work fixing up the place. They've been searching for cores and shards, just like we have.
I'm just kind of stuck here now. Waiting, there we go. Can I hit the pecker? I can probably hit the pecker. I'll just take the hits. I'll just take the hits.
They've rounded up their survivors, just like we have. It's a delicate situation.
Delicate, you say?
Maybe they've thought about turning back, just like we have.
Oops.
We just really need their shard. Kid got it fair and square. That's the
There
way.
we go. There we go.
He's done what's best for him, don't you worry. Don't you worry.
Don't you worry, indeed. Oh
We'll
boy.
all be better off once the Bastion is complete. The monument's getting better. Zolf sure did a number on it, though.
Mm-hmm.
The memorial may be finished, but our part is far from over.
Everything here is complete. It's just that needs to be done, which is technically already done.
Fix that thing right up, didn't we? Made these goings-on a little livelier. Suppose it's true a little song can put things in perspective.
Indeed they can.
Just a couple shards left. The quarry's gotta have one, right?
Okay, so I'm actually going to ignore going to the ones I've completed already.
Imagine
the,
everything you'd
the
need
challenges.
to build a city like Caelondia. It takes hard work and planning, and it also takes burstone quarry. We bought the whole place from the Ura on the cheap. Why would the Ura put up with those pests? Same goes for its natives. Rattletails. The quarry came with a lifetime supply of windbags. Windbags smaller than the naked eye can see are nesting in those rocks. Not only are these rocks a source of life, we found that the oldest ones remember things. They're recording everything, all the time, taking it all in. No wonder all those beasts were drawn to the quarry. The rocks were calling them. The
As I
quarry
roll,
ain't exactly up to safety standards no more. Keeping the quarry free from pests turned out to be a problem. Windbags tended to the rocks, so we had to keep the rattletails at bay. Without those windbags, the quarry might not have its special qualities.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hey. Stink eyes.
Now, why would the Ura sell off such a fascinating place? The Ura always were a superstitious lot. It might be the gods told us the quarry's bad news.
Oh, I can hit them. I can hit them from here.
In any case, it's fair to say the quarry was a godsend. Those rocks, all polished to a mirror sheen. The largest ones, you know as cores. The smaller ones, we call them shards. Well, now the quarry's all dried up. These rocks are much too young to be of use. Remember how I said rattletails ain't the worst thing in the quarry? That honor goes to a beast we took to Colin. Sir Lunky. Massive thing stomped many of our boys. We just couldn't get rid of him. We never could get stuck and leave the quarry alone. The only thing harder than the rocks in Burstone Quarry is Sir Lunky's head. Then the kid hears a voice calling from down the hall. Are you all right? It says. It's him. I've come to warn you, he says. The Bastion is under siege. Let it fall. You should not go back. Kid hears him, but he ain't about to be deterred. If that's the way it is, he says, then I won't stop you. Because my countrymen will. The next part's hard to talk about, no matter how many times I try. Say what you will about Zulf, but he's a man of his word. His countrymen don't much care for pleasantries, though. They got inside the Bastion and shut the door. Kids gotta go in through the back. Zulf showed them the way here. And here they came to take revenge. To make matters worse, seems the Ura took the girl.
It's like, oh gee, thanks.
Unfortunately, they broke in, and they started digging their hole. Something wrong sprung out of those holes, and it's eating away at this place. We tried to stop them, but we needed help.
Is that all of them? No, it's not. When is it ever all?
Somehow, some way, he sends those Ura packing. Problem is, it didn't matter. Zolf's plan worked.
No.
We find each other as the dust settles. Then I tell him why the Ura came. To get us back. For the Calamity. It was Caelondia's master plan to wipe the Ura out. But part of that plan backfired, didn't it? If only Zolf knew the whole story. What were we to think? They must have got her, taken her back to her rightful home. The shards can put this disease in remission, but there's only one cure. We need to finish what we started. The Bastion ain't gonna build itself. Well, not entirely. Ain't saying much, but that's the greatest forge in all the city. Now all we need is one last shard. The Sanctuary. If we can build, we can rebuild. The Ura swooped down from the east. At least now we know the way.
Slowly making my way through the rest of this.
One last shard. It's all we need to put this mess behind us. And mother, what a mess it is. A mess like that could have only been made by hand.
I don't need to go that way.
At the heart of the Calamity was a simple idea. We never wanted to go to war again. Wanted to rule it out. We put a lot of folks against that problem. Scientists, soldiers, spies, even me. We sought solutions far beyond the city. We traveled near as far as the kids going right now. Most of our efforts didn't bear fruit. Then there was a breakthrough, but it didn't come from one of our people. It came from an Ura, a brilliant young scientist named Ven. Ven worked for the Mansers,
Day 3.
the sharpest knives in the city's drawer.
Oh, I did kill him.
With his help, the Mansers devised a way to seal the Ura tunnels shut in a flash. Just like that, every last Ura living in the Tassel terminals will be gone. This discovery was never to be used, they said, except as a last resort.
It's a lot of peckers. Got him. Something wrong.
But Ven didn't like being manipulated. He had plans of his own. He sabotaged the Mansers' little science project, set it to blow up in their faces. Imagine how Ven must have felt when they finally made him pull that trigger. But remember, the Bastion can fix everything. We just need that shard. Too bad the Ura ain't exactly been willing to collaborate on that front.
Mm-hmm.
It's strange. Feels like I told this part 1,000 times. First things first, though. There's someone we figured needed rescuing. See ya.
I'm literally just powering my way through this.
The Ura fell back, no doubt planning the next move, but we knew ours already. There's something we had to do before going after that last shard.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now it's personal, ain't it? It's personal for him, and it's personal for me. He finds his moment to strike. He gets his hands on the care package I sent him. It's a little something I've been fixing up in my spare time.
I
Power
love
of the
it.
Calamity, right in his hands. The Ura found a way to keep the Calamity from spreading through Sultan's Hollow. They got their own security and everything. Pretty fancy, even. Still, they ain't used to having visitors around. They've got these conductors that are all what's keeping the place together. Break enough of those things and the Calamity rocks slink back into the ground. Those rocks are like tumors, the same kind the Ura planted in the Bastion. Well, the Ura must be in a panic right about now.
Well, I can change my arsenal back over.
They even sick their little rattletail pets on the kid. Kid's done using the Calamity's power for now, but the Ura ain't finished.
Oh, I can hit that while it's underground?
Those rodents are just a bump in the road.
Oh, that is so good to know. With this weapon, that's so good to know.
Kid's picking the whole place apart, piece by piece.
I wish potions would drop from the sky.
It's not the time to get reckless.
It's not. That's why I'm drinking
By now,
one of my
every yard
spares.
from here to the terminals must know he's in town. Most of the Ura's conductors are squared away in the middle of the hollow. Those Calamity rocks must be eating that place apart from the inside.
Come on. There we go.
The Ura keep hanging on to their barricade. After all, their homeland's not much farther.
Indeed, it's not that much farther.
Maybe they know they've lost this. Lost to a kid. They underestimated us. Had us pegged all wrong. Yes, our people caused the calamity, but here we are trying to fix it. That makes us different from our people now, don't it? Suppose old Zolf should have got to know us better. Maybe I should have trusted him. Told him everything I knew.
Mm-hmm.
Zolf, the Ura, they have every reason to be angry. Beyond angry.
There we go. Launch hit.
But when this is all over, it'll all be water under the bridge. As the hour grows desperate, the Ura bring out their big guns. There's nothing standing in his way no more. He sees the Tazzle terminals loom large on the horizon. Way out there on the edge of the world, that's where he finally finds you. But it ain't like Prosper Bluff this time.
I just realized there's...
Did the Ura really think we'd just turn around and walk away? Some of them are downright bewildered by what's happening. Ain't nothing for this gal to sing about now. Zia, you weren't kidnapped. No, ma'am. You just had to see what happened to the Ura. To your own people. You had to see if everything Zolf wrote to you was true. Sure you didn't drop that twangy thing on purpose? Just to see if he'd go after you. They lost everything, didn't they? But they just keep on fighting like that's gonna bring it all back. I don't need to see what happened to the Ura. I'm trying to undo it, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Part of the rippling walls floated by, so I caught the kid's old knapsack.
Alright. It's time.
It's hard to sleep easy these days, what with everything that's happened.
Alright. It's time to watch me suffer.
Zolf, very soon the kid's gonna have to face that man again, for the last time.
Everything is on. Keep on the offensive. Oh, hey, I took damage from that.
There in the Hanging Gardens, he aimed to throw it all away.
Oh my god, this is starting to get a little... There we go.
It wasn't the first time Zolf had nothing to lose. He was born to a simple Ura couple who didn't last long before plague took him.
There we go.
He grew up hungry in the tunnels of the Tassel terminals, so he took to stealing from a Ceylonian missionary living there.
Oh god. And this one I can get with this.
He once got sloppy with his thieving hands. The missionary caught him, but didn't rat him out. Instead, he offered to take him in. That missionary raised Zolf like a gentleman, like he was his own son. Taught him theology, history, and mercy.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, come on. Ow.
The missionary passed away. Zolf promised to continue his work, to bring about a lasting peace between the Ura and Ceylandia.
Oh god.
It's all right. Zolf started teaching the missionaries wisdom to any Ura who would listen. And listen they did. That story don't
Ow.
go well anyway.
Oh god, this is not going to...
Calamity took everything from us. Might be it took even more from Zolf.
I swear the other one was easier.
They met on the worst day of Zolf's life. There in the Hanging Gardens, he aimed to throw it all away.
Oh, I can hit them in the ground with this. That's... actually quite good knowledge for me. Some good knowledge.
It wasn't the first time Zolf had nothing to lose.
You
He
want
was
to
born
reflect
a
it? Well, too
simple
bad.
Ura couple.
It was an
Didn't last
explosive.
long before plague took him.
I just remembered I can do this.
He grew up hungry in the tunnels of the
I'm
Tassel
gonna leave
terminals,
that there for
so he
now.
took to stealing from a Ceylonian missionary living there.
There, Dread Room's back. Being active. There's one more turret, though.
He once got sloppy with his
No, it was just
hands.
that. Really?
The missionary caught him, but didn't rat him out. Instead, he offered to take him in. That missionary
to
raised
destroy
Zolf
them.
like a gentleman, like he was his own son. Taught him theology, history, and mercy.
There.
When the missionary passed away, Zolf promised to continue his work, to bring about a lasting peace between the Ura and Caelondia.
Where is he? Oh, it's right there. Oh god. Oh god.
Zolf started teaching the missionaries wisdom to any Ura who would listen, and listen they did.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Okay, move. Pretty sure that's one of the ones I have to do that with. Just doing laps. Keep doing laps. Just one left. There we go.
He advocated tolerance and argued that the Ura should atone for the war. He believed the city had much to teach his people. However, Zolf felt he could only do so much in the Tassel terminals. He needed Caelondia to know the Ura had changed.
This is quickly turning to I cannot stay in one spot for long.
He decided to do what the missionary did many years before. He left the city of his youth to brave a savage land.
Ow. All I gotta do is not go anywhere near the turret right now, and I'm good. Now I can.
The journey was hard, but he knew how to fend for himself. And then at last, Zolf saw the rippling walls on the horizon.
No. There we go.
He endeared himself to city folk straight away, and in turn he fell in love with the city and its people. One in particular.
Oh god! Ow.
This young lady was fascinated by the Ura, but she never got anyone like Zolf. She told him she knew all the city's best kept secrets.
There we go.
The Hanging Gardens was their favorite spot. It was there that Zolf clasped her hands and proposed in proper Ceylandian style.
Oh, hey.
He celebrated with his friends long into the night. Joy and revelry like he'd never seen. Too bad he couldn't remember it all.
5 more. Ow. Oh god, I'm being overwhelmed. Oh my god, I lived it.
He woke up alone underground inside the Ura Ceylandian War Memorial, built like an Ura den. But something was wrong.
Oh my god, so many projectiles.
He emerged from that hole in the ground into a waking nightmare.
I've got
Everything that
2...
wasn't gone was twisted upside down.
Okay.
The world was frozen.
2 reflections.
Air thick with
1 potion. 1...
The few faces he saw on the street stared back at him with gray and vacant eyes.
Oh god. Quickly turning into nightmare, quickly turning into nightmare, quickly turning into nightmare. Are you kidding me? Please hit short. Thank you. That's not getting anywhere near it. That one got near. That one...
He found his wife to be his
last one.
home, but when he reached out to her, she joined with all the ashes in the sky. It's all right. And so
Did it.
Zolf returned to where he proposed.
Lasting peace and ashes in the sky. Done.
He stood as if the gods would answer him.
3 more left to go. Oh.
The kid's gonna be okay. As for that man, who knows? Once the kid gets that last shard from Zolf, it'll all be over.
It's time. Yes, I'm going in.
I can't hear him at all anymore.
Oh wait, I just
He's
realized.
too far away.
I didn't turn off my relics.
But he'll be alright.
Yes, story, continue. I should probably remember to turn my relics off. There we go. Time to finish up story-wise.
No telling where the kid is now. But he'll be alright. The calamity hit the Tazzle terminals hardest of all. You know why Zolf went back there.
It's his home, that's why.
The place was his home. All his old friends and family were there. Zolf must be there all alone, just waiting. You know what's funny? Zolf's waiting.
I can do point-blank shots, I just remember.
All of us are waiting for a kid. Look around. There's not much left to do here in the Bastion, I'm afraid. So why not tell each other stories to pass the time, right?
Just kind of
Garcia,
keeping my...
There's
This
another
is-
reason I've been telling you all this. When the kid brings back that shard, the Bastion will be complete. Caelondia will be whole again. Everything will be back to normal.
I wanted to do that just so
Everyone will be alright. Problem is, we'll all be gone. Oh, we're not gonna die. It's more like all of this will just...
I just tabbed out quickly. I did say it.
stop. Things will go back to the way they used to be. That's the power of the Bastion. This whole place is a living record of the times before the Calamity. The way things were before this story. Good times, right?
Yay, I can do the nice hopping now.
You be your old self again. Think of all those times that didn't go your way. All of life's little setbacks. Imagine if you could have another go at them.
Oh yeah, that's right. This all falls apart.
No mistakes. Anyone you've ever hurt. Everything you've ever done, you could do it over. And wouldn't that be grand? Wouldn't you agree? I guess there's nothing more to say. Who am I kidding? Look. There's something else. A confession. How come I know so much about the Bastion? Well, I designed the place, but that's beside the point. There's one problem with a place that sets things back to a bygone time.
Mm-hmm.
You can't test it. So you're probably wondering if the Calamity happened already. What's to stop it from happening again after the Bastion does its thing? The answer is...
I don't know.
I don't know. You're wondering if there ain't some other way out of this mess. It's all right. I can tell. But why would you even want another way? Unless you wanted to stay here with us. Well, that's sweet and all, but I don't know if I can stick around. The weight of the Calamity. It's on our shoulders. We can't just let it go. Bastion does have another function, strictly speaking. If ever the monument blew out, and we couldn't repair it, we could still evacuate. First, we'd round up as many folks as we could carry. Next, we'd detonate the cores, and we'd take off. Away from here.
Here we go. Only an hour in, and I'm already...
You know, Zolf and his countrymen won't be giving up that shard without a fight, won't you? Zolf and the Ura, all they want now is to see the Bastion fall. Zolf dedicated his life to a lasting peace between the Ura and Caelondia. He can't have imagined the city would try to wipe the Ura out. Zolf ain't lost every shred of decency, though, has he? He tried to warn you about his plans. He tried to warn the kid.
Come on.
For Zolf, this ain't a personal matter. It ain't a simple matter of pride, either. One thing's for sure. The
Gotta
Ura
pick this
can't be
up.
happy that the kid followed Zolf all the way home.
Here we go. Okay, last time I took Zolf with me. This time, I have to move on.
Kid saved Zolf once, but I don't think he'd make the same mistake. I wouldn't. Don't you worry, though. Once the Bastion's restored, it'll all be alright. Although, after talking it over like this, guess I'm beginning to have my doubts.
Oh boy.
Kid's probably dealt with Zolf by now. He reminds me of myself when I was his age. I ever tell you about those days?
Alright. It is time.
Hey, kid. Get up, kid.
Come on. Come on. You can do it.
Come on, that ain't funny. I say get up. That's more like it.
There we go.
Now, set that shard into the monument there. Then we'll talk. The Bastion. It's finally finished. Now, there's something I want you to see.
Alright.
Welcome to the heart of the Bastion. I ain't one for long goodbyes, so here's the deal. Zia and I figure you done the heavy lifting, so you get to do the honors. We can tell you how to work this thing if you got any questions. Good to see you. You can undo the calamity here and now. Go on, kid. And before I forget, thank you.
Why am I dropping frames?
Always wondered what the motherland was like. Not that it matters anymore.
Why the hell am I dropping frames?
Zolf only brought more ruin to the Ura. No wonder they didn't take kindly to him.
I was doing great until now.
You've got one thing left to do, so you hang on to that badge. Besides, you earned it. Don't let anything you've done get to you. You can save all those creatures here and now.
You made it.
Oh my god, I forgot she has a voice.
So, let's see. You can either prevent the calamity, or stick around with me and Rex. I'd hate to be in your shoes. If I could be any place I wanted, I'd stay right here. We could go anywhere in the world. Zolf tried to talk me into joining him. I tried to talk him out of it. I guess we both failed.
Man, why is my...
When I finally found my people, I told them we could help. They just took me for a traitor. Glad you showed up. Any moment I'd want to live again happened after the calamity, not before.
Alright, here we go. The beginning and Calamity Kid.
Oh, mother. And here I figured you'd had enough of me by now. You could have undone the calamity itself. But instead, you want to stay. In a world like this. I gotta admit, kid, I ain't yet put much thought in that idea. Of carrying on. With you here. We can't go back no more. But I suppose we could go. Wherever we please. And if anyone's left out there, I sure would like to see the look in their faces. When we dock this thing right on their doorstep. Getting ahead of myself, though. I'm gonna need a first mate. What do you say?
Bastion. Sorry, I can't skip. Well, that's doing things. I'm gonna Is my PC just like crapping itself right now? Yeah, I think my PC is just crapping itself. Oh well. Peeps, that was this part. Just trying to think, why would my computer be crapping itself? I've already reset it. Well, someone doing something on the net right now. Yeah, it's now just going all over the place. It's going from green to red, back to green, going in between. It really shouldn't be that anything that's really causing any trouble. I'm seeing like whole frames dropped. I'm getting like these really high. It's getting to being a really high number. When you consider how many frames I'm doing this at. All right. Okay. I'm going to restart OBS. Hopefully that helps. So I'm just gonna take a quick stop and start back up.